Okay, everybody, so we are going to do the prep of the roast. And I start doing my prep early. That way I ain't got to worry about it tomorrow and all that. Okay, so what I have, let me show you all my ingredients. I got my bell peppers, different types because they all have different types of flavors. Got my different onions. Okay, then I also use Tony's. I meant to get another spice, but I actually forgot. Pepper, garlic. Okay, so all I'm gonna do today is just prep it. I'm gonna get it ready to go. Okay. I'll use my gloves. Actually, I'm gonna take off my jacket. Okay, now I got my roast from HEB. Everything here comes from HEB Grocery. Okay, so all that I'm going to start now, there's a bunch of different methods that everybody has a cooking that their grandma did or this and that about how they do roast. This is how I do roast, okay? Got my very sharp Hinkle knives, okay? And I'm just going to start with the onions, okay? Hold the camera right there. Okay. So for those of y'all out there, now, do I have great knife skills? Not at all. Okay. I just do what I know. Okay. There's going to be somebody who says, oh man, he's doing that wrong right here. Well, guess what? Oh well. Okay. I never really teared up with onions. I still do, but not as much. I got used to it at an early age. I used to work here in Victoria, Texas, at a place called Pelican's Wharf. And I did a lot of food prep, so I got used to onions very fast. See, I cut that one way too deep, but I'll live. Okay. So I got used to onions very fast, so onions don't really bother me as much. Okay. So since I cut that way too deep, it's not the end of the world. Anything. So I'm going to show the people out there that are new to this. Let me show you something. Don't cut off one end. Okay? What you want to do is cut slits. Okay? They ain't got to be uniformed, nothing like that, okay? Is this the wrong knife? Probably so. But guess what? It cuts. And that's what I need. I need a knife to cut. Okay, so if we do that, but then, if you hold it firm together again, okay? And then if you come in here, cut there, hold it firm again, cut there, hold it firm again, cut there, hold it firm again. Now you're going to want to do this all the way down, and I'll show you why right now. Check this out. There you go. There's your diced onions. Because there are people out there, including myself, that used to sit there and cut an onion and cut it and cut it and cut it and cut it and cut it. Well, now look, I have it all good to go. All diced onions. Okay? The way I prep, I actually make a bed. You know, a nice little bed. So I'm going to do this for all these onions. And guess what? We're all going to watch. Every single one of us. Yep, these onions are strong. I'm already starting to feel this one. Okay, so I'm already starting to tear up on this one, so I'm going to try to go through this one a little bit faster, since y'all guys already saw how I did the other one. And you don't have to do finely diced every time. Me personally, I mix it up. I do diced, I do chunks, I mix it up. Oops. There's that. There's my dog barking outside. Well, he's going to sit outside for a few minutes. So on this one, I'm not going to do the finely diced. These are going to be a little bit longer. Okay. Then on some of the other ones, I'm going to do just normal chunks. Okay. And you want to be careful right here, especially with the sharp knife. Is that the right size knife? I don't know. It works. Because right here, your fingers could slip and you could cut yourself. Okay, got that. Okay, so on this next one, I'm going to do chunks on this one. And this is all the little bitty things that it takes to make it taste great. Okay? Me personally, I always like to peel off just the top layer. That's just me. Okay? Just my preference. Is there any scientific thing that I use behind it? No. It's just me. Because sometimes you get that, you see that? That. I like to eliminate that. Actually, put them a little bit too big. So. And you can break them off with your hand. You know what I mean? Like that. That's always good to use gloves. It always is. You crying over there? Yeah, these onions are pretty strong. Okay? So we've got our little bed going. I'm trying to go as fast as I can because these onions are strong. Okay? Sometimes, as well, as Gordon Ramsay says, let the knife do the work. I think the knife is on unemployment today. See, the camera person's over there crying. Me, it started to get to me, but now I'm already used to it. It doesn't. It's not really fazing me very much anymore. Yeah, that restaurant I used to work at, Pelican's Wharf, that was an incredible restaurant. I was there for 4 or 5 years. My entire high school life I was there. Crying up a storm, huh? Okay, so on this one I'm going to go back what I had done, but I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. So this is a good little trick for diced onions. You see, whenever you do that, don't cut off both ends. If you cut off both ends, it'll fall apart. If you keep one end whole, look, it stays intact. And then, there you go. Ooh, almost got my finger right there. And I do use a lot of onions. I do. Okay? There are people that don't want to use this many onions. That's fine. You ain't got to. I do. I'm going to try without the knife this time. Oh, well, should have done that first. Live and you learn. Then you get loves. I'm going to do this one in chunks, actually. And it's always good to have a sharp knife every single time, no matter what. As y'all can see, these Hinkle knives, they don't mess around. And you don't got to cut these a certain way, like, oh, I got to do it the exact same way that Chris does it. No, just cut them. Okay? Just, like I said before, don't make it complicated. Just cut them. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Still crying over there? Okay. I'll be done soon. It's starting to get to me. Got a little king bed going on over here. That. Last one. No more crying. There's no crying in baseball. Should have done that. I'll be here forever at this rate. Nope. I lied. Okay, so looking at my bed right now, I'm going to go with diced on this one because I still got to make room for the bell peppers. And if you have good knife skills, you'll be basically already done with this. My knife skills are kind of primitive, if y'all could tell. What's helping me is the sharp knives. I forgot what direction I was going.
You said you were going to do diced.
Huh?
You said you were going to do diced.
Oh, I was going to do diced. Well, guess what? It looks diced to me. Okay. Okay. Onions are done. Now, whenever it comes to bell peppers, I've had some people say, "Oh, well, you hold it." I've had some people say, "Oh, you can't put the seeds in." You know, I mean, to me, that's up to people. I've tried my roast with and without the seeds. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna do it the best I can without seeds. Okay. So this, I'm just gonna. Now you got to remember, the smaller you cut these pieces, the more they're gonna liquefy. Like they're just gonna get mushy, which is okay because some people eat them, some people don't. Whenever the roast is done, me, I do not eat them, but they make for an incredible smell. I mean, it smells fantastic. That one, that. Even them up best you can. Okay, that's done. We're gonna mix them all around, shake them around. Y'all know that song from whenever y'all were kids. Okay. But the smell with all these ingredients is something else. Now this is going to be a multiple part video, okay? I'm not going to have y'all sit here and wait for 12 hours for this thing to finish. So I'm just going to do the prep for now. The next video is going to be, the prep is going to be me doing it, and I'm not going to make a video of me just putting it in the oven. I mean that, because all I'm going to do in the morning is put it in the oven. I'm not going to make a video of that. And then I'm going to do a video of me doing, the potatoes and all that tomorrow. And then the last video is going to be one of me, I don't like the way that one looks. And then it's going to be the final reveal. Oops. The seeds went everywhere. It's okay, that's the benefit of having a daughter that has chores. Okay. There. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to mix this all around, everybody. Take a look at this. Here is our bed. Okay? There's our bed. Okay? That's all of our little goodness. Like I said, I'm going to get our roast. Just hold the camera there, and I'll be right back. Here is the monster from HEB. Okay? Now this one is going to bleed. It's going to do every single thing that it wants. And I'm going to show y'all guys a little trick. For those of y'all at home that don't know. Okay? I'll use a different set of gloves. And then if you want, because my hands are going to get wet and all that during this. So one of the best things to do is open up your seasonings now. Okay? Oops. I'd already kind of opened it. And just some garlic. Gotta have the garlic. Okay. Now, some people, they trim theirs. I don't. Okay, so just if you trim your roast, that's great. I don't. I just don't. I always cook it with the fat cap down. That's just the way I cook it. Why, Chris? Just the way I do it. I have no rhyme or reason. That's just the way that I do it. Now, there's a reason why I took those gloves off. Because I'm about to touch my napkins. Okay. Pat it down. As in my other videos, you want to pat it down. That way, whenever you put your stuff on it, it sticks. Okay? Now, since this is the side that I'm going to have down, this is the side that I'm going to season first. But before I season it, let me tell you guys a little secret. For those of y'all that don't know. Okay? To keep your seasonings intact, you want to use a binder. Okay, so let me... Now, yes, I am wearing my glasses in this video because I'm not actually cooking. All that I'm doing is prepping. Okay, what I use for a binder, which works incredible, is mustard. Mustard works incredible for a binder. Okay? Now, you want to do this with one hand because you're about to grab the bottle again. The last thing you want to do is get the bottle dirty. You know what I mean, everybody? So, we're going to do this. Okay? So there's your binder. This will help your spices stick. Okay? So, I use spices. Chris, isn't that a lot? Well, everybody has a different preference. Everybody has a different taste. Okay, for the sides, angle your hand, rub it on. Okay? For the sides over here, angle your hand, rub it on. This is not an actual give or take cutting board, but I love to use it because it swivels very, very, very easily. Okay, I'm going to have to come back to this part right here. So I got that. Got my pepper. And of course, some people, they don't season the fat cat. They don't. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to flip this beast over. Okay? So then we're going to bind the top. Okay? And then I'm going to show you guys something else at the end of this video. You want to get inside of the folds, everything. You guys ever notice how the pepper shaker always gets clogged? I mean, am I the only one that's noticed that? I think I am. Okay. Now, before I'm done with this, hold that camera right there.
My eyes still burn.
Show you why. Okay, now here's the trick. Get you a knife. Cut a slit. Cut another slit. Cut a few slits. Because while you're cooking, I'll show you what you can do. And trust me, this works. You're going to get your garlic. You're going to put your garlic in. And then later on in the cook, you can put butter in here. Okay? I am going to have to throw away this garlic container once I'm done with this because I touched the roast with the spoon and then I put the spoon back in it. So I'm going to have to throw this whole thing away. So, y'all guys remember that. Okay? So you want to just put the garlic in. Okay, where was the other one? Right there. And then overnight, all this would just marinate in. Okay, I don't know where there was another one. If there is one, it's somewhere. Okay, now right here in this little fold, I'm going to put some in. Okay. Now, okay. Okay, now before I do, no. Okay, so here's this. Take a look at this, everybody. There's my roast, here's my little bed. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys one more thing. I'm going to put these up because I got to grab something. So just hold that camera right there. Okay. Just hold the camera right there. Grab my HEB foil. This freaking foil is awesome and as thick as can be. But the best thing is, it's a lot cheaper than Reynolds wrap. Okay. And get your foil. Put some non-stick spray on it because the foil is going to be touching the roast. And last thing you want is for anything to get stuck. For it to pull the bark off of the roast. Okay. Gonna do that. Okay, this one's going to overlap that one. Okay, everybody, so that is it. It's going in the fridge till tomorrow. Y'all guys, stay tuned. I'm going to make a video tomorrow whenever it's about 3/4 ways done. And y'all guys have a great day.